Okay, talk about a strong Monday for the stock market today, guys. Very strong day at that. We went up 0.7% on the S&P and the Nasdaq, and the Dow Jones went up over 1.2% as the Russell went up over 1.5%. So we have to cover the indices, and of course, you guys saw the title. Palantir stock. We're going to go over the charts, what's going on today with the company, the stock, as overall it went up almost 4% on the day. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, my private Discord, my charts and ideas throughout the week. All of that is linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocks.com/Patreon. And with that being said, enough of that. Cheers. Got that PM coffee. You guys know how that goes. And let's get into it now. So, like I said, every index in the U.S. market went up today quite nicely. Silver went up 8%, Bitcoin almost 5%, gold up 3%. It was one of those days. And Palantir went up, excuse me, guys, a good chunk here. Yesterday, it actually closed on Friday, at $170 a share. And I'm not sure if you guys were paying attention to the overnight market, but Palantir got up to about, let's see here, 177 in the overnight market. And it got all the way down to what? 166 on Friday. So we closed at about 168, 69 on Friday, but we got down to 166. And it was a pretty rough day on Friday. We were over $180 that morning. So the fact that we've recovered a little bit today, that's a good sign. Now, are we fully breaking out? Is Palantir back to the, off to the races? Not necessarily, right? If you're noticing, if you're looking here on the 5-day, 5-minute, you can see, okay, we're still technically in a downtrend here. With this run even today, up 4% today, we're still in this downtrend. We're not taking out the, the opening price from Friday yet, at least, and that is going to be the breakout spot. I think if Palantir could push over, I would say 180, 185, that would be the spot where, okay, now we could start talking about a legitimate reversal back, to the upside, a breakout, if you will, but we're not seeing that yet. And on the 20-day chart, you're noticing, all right, this spot needs to break too. Not just 180, 185, 178 is a critical support as well from the early days of December throughout the middle of December. So we broke through that, obviously, on Friday. We got down to 166, like I said, making that 178 level resistance now. It was support. Now it's resistance. We need to break through it. And the reality is, guys, again, nice green day today, almost 4%, but we're not breaking through this little downtrend that we've been in the last week or two. We're still in the downtrend. We're still under the 180 and the 50 moving averages here on the 1-hour chart, probably on the 30-minute chart as well. We're under that 180 SMA. So at this point, Palantir, it's looking good overall in the grand scheme of things, but on the 4-hour chart, or on the smaller time frames, you're noticing the bears still have an edge. So if we're looking here on the 4-hour, though, notice how we're still looking pretty good, right? Nobody's really denying that. We're still looking good, but there are some things I want to point out here. So you're noticing this channel that I just drew out. We're more towards the bottom of that channel. We're under the moving averages on the 4-hour chart as well, and we're officially down now from highs. Let's see, percentage-wise from all-time highs, we're down about 20%. So Palantir is in a bear market right now, and again, it's not collapsing. The chart doesn't look terrible, but we are in a bear market, and we're more towards the bottom of this channel. And however you slice it and dice it, guys, you can also look at this like a head and shoulders on Palantir. Are you seeing it right here? We have a little head and shoulders action. It's not necessarily going to, collapse. In fact, the head and shoulders might almost be done playing out. You can see here, we have the left shoulder, the head's right here. We kind of formed that over the course of 2 months here. And the right shoulder's here. We've already dumped a good chunk over the last 2 weeks, right? So the right shoulder might not have much more to go, honestly. I mean, look, we're at 175 today. If it comes down a little bit more, all right, maybe it comes down to test. I've said this before, right? I'll say it again. I think if we come down lower here, under 165 especially. I think we might go down to the lows from the end of November. Palantir hit, what, 152, 153. That's also support from August, September. I don't see it going much under that, quite frankly, but I do think there is a chance we do get back to 150, 155, and that's where this head and shoulders would really complete or fully play out, right? So, yeah, I mean, there could be some more downside here, but I don't know. I mean, it could really go either way. It's at a point now where it's not super overbought, not super oversold. You can look at the chart in both directions. It's actually in a very funky spot because, yeah, you have that head and shoulders, which could point to more downside. So you have that bearish pattern, but then again, you're looking at the channel I drew out, and it's like, all right, we're a bit oversold, more towards the bottom of the channel. We're still holding this uptrend, right? So it depends on how you look at it, right? But at this point, man, I'm not looking to buy more Palantir. To tell you what I'm doing, I'm just holding on, and I actually sold out of the position in my Patreon portfolio, which you guys probably know that if you're in the Patreon. So I got out of it in that portfolio, made about 800%. So crazy gain on Palantir. And in my private account, I still hold it. But yeah, at this point, man, that's what it is to me, a hold. And the only reason I sold it is because in the Patreon portfolio is because I wanted to invest my money in other opportunities that I saw or that I like. Arguably, well, not arguably, more than Palantir, at least at these valuations. Some of those included, let's look at this now, Mercado Libre, which I keep getting comments. Stas, you're saying it wrong. I know I'm probably butchering it, guys. My apologies. But Mercado Libre is one that I took some Palantir money and started putting into it, right? Mercado Libre is one of my stocks that I think is going to do well this year and beyond. And today it went up 9%, right? I was buying this under 2,000. Now we're at 2,150. I think Novo Nordisk is going to do very well. I've been saying that for months. Today we went up over 5%, $55 a share. I've been buying it since the low mid 40s. I have $45 calls, so I've been buying this stock, right? So it's not all about AI, tech stocks, software stocks. That's not what it's all about in terms of building a portfolio. You want to have some other names and kind of have an idea when, or know when, well, no one knows for sure, but have an idea when you want to lock in profits and kind of transition to the next stock. And that's kind of where I'm at now, at least in the Patreon portfolio with Palantir. I made 800%. I'm not bearish Palantir now. I'm just not as bullish as I was when the stock was, let's say, $20 a share, $30 a share. I think a lot's priced in now. But I still own the stock, but I wanted to lock in some gains again in that portfolio and move the money to some other stocks I like. So Novo's working out already. That's up a good chunk for me. Calls and shares. Mercado Libre, that's looking good. I only have shares there. And what else have I been buying? Toast is one that isn't playing out yet. I think this one will play out in due time in this new year, but we got to be patient with it. And, Amazon, I think, did well today. Amazon's a stock I think will do well this year. It went up 3%. The setup's looking beautiful. We actually have an inverse head and shoulders on Amazon stock. Look at that. Keep your eyes on the breakout here. I think we could be going higher. So, yeah, it's not that I'm bearish Palantir, man. I just think there are other setups that I like better. I got to be honest, man. We keep it real here on the channel. And again, it's one of those stocks that I'm still holding long term, right? I want to have some exposure, but I think for this year, and I could be wrong, who knows? Maybe Palantir goes to 250 this year and I look like an idiot. It could very well happen, but I think Amazon's going to do well. I think arguably almost better than, I don't know about better than Palantir, but better than a lot of stocks out there. Amazon's going to do well. So yeah, I mean, if I had to pick three right now, four even, I'm going Mercado, Novo, Amazon, maybe throw a Meta in there. I think Meta's going to do well this year. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. We're rambling a little bit now. Oh, almost forgot. NVIDIA. NVIDIA is another one. But, I haven't really bought this one yet. this year at least. I did buy some at 172 at the end of last year, but I'm just holding on now pretty much, and we'll see where it goes. I think we're going 200 plus, no doubt in my mind this year on Nvidia. Probably towards 250, but you can't really say for sure. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Join the Patreon for my portfolio updates. My Discord, private Discord. Post a bunch in there, guys. Linked down below, pinned in the comments. Or go to stasurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.